With something like this, you just gotta make sure you have the right equipment. Basically, you got your wetsuit and you commit fully to getting wet.
This is why it's wetsuit.
My friend,
Hello, another adventure.
where are we going?
Haggs Mine, the one that's got its own house attached to it. Now, does the house come with the mine, or does the mine come with the house?
I want this house. I want to buy this house. A mine attached to a house. That might be a good name for the video. The house with a mine.
Right, welcome to another video. And here's Antonio from Underground Explorer UK. I got it right this time.
You did, my friend.
So we're going to go into Haggs today, which is attached to its own house. So it's the one we've been in before, but I haven't filmed it, especially with Antonio. So let's go do it.
It's obviously one of the many lead mines in the area that goes back to the 1800s. So it will be interesting to explore. We are gonna get in deep water pretty much straight away, so I've got my 5 mil wetsuit and that should keep me warm enough, I hope. Seems to be the remains of compressed air pipes. You can see the state, the rust on it. And there you are, there's more part of the old compressed air pipe. In the right state. Nice, we go straight under some timbers. This looks to be a later addition by mine explorers to keep the place safe, I guess. So, the best way to go through this, get down low and push through. I hope there's not much of this. We did enough of it yesterday. Whew. Right, my friend. This
Not yet.
not yet. Right, this stone arch is actually part of, well, so reinforced.
I think they're the original formers.
The original formers. So basically what they use first, they put the formers in, basically metal arching and some wooden planks traverse, and then they build a stone arch over it, and then they get rid of the formers, but in this case the formers are still there. Interesting. This is a bit of a low bit here. So we are going in the low bit now. That's where. Which is the best way to go in? Knee first or bone first?
I just went down on one knee and worked my way along.
Okay, so we have neck deep in water here.
telling you, I'm enjoying this.
So I'm gonna get in position and just commit to getting wet.
Enjoying that.
Ah, it's not too bad.
Way on in yet. There we go.
It's quite refreshing because I was getting hot with the 5mm suit actually. So I think a 5mm suit is ideal for this level of the water, but once I'm out of the water I'm definitely gonna need something, maybe taking the top layer off.
No, well, what we find with wetsuits is once you're out, once you've been in deep water, they keep you cool.
Because it's what?
Once you've been in deep water and you come out, they keep you cool.
They keep it cool.
Because they're wet.
Oh, because they are wet, yeah, of course.
There's that little floody bit, so I don't think we're going down there today. We don't use that anyway. Yeah, this one.
What have we got there?
Little floody bit. Sometimes I've seen this right at the top. Gets much deeper.
Wow. Very low there, as we can see.
Floating our way along.
Yeah, as I say, the 5mm suit, I think is the best one for these circumstances. Whenever you go in a place like this, you've got to wear some, you know, watertight barrels or bags.
And the skin looks like used for measuring movement. Just marking the wall there in the crack. And using that to support it.
There's one of the old miners' platforms here, and judging by the amount of air that's coming round, it must be a level up there.
The veins are all the ceiling following that flush, so it's like pulled back. And then it's wrecked down, so they've stuck it full of beds.
Yeah, nice.
Say the rocks that have new or in. They weren't painted
Yeah, Steve says here we have a stack of that. That is basically the waste rock that the miners didn't use.
There's another wall that's hanging.
That had no mineral or very little mineral content. Some compressed air piping on the left. That's what it was, wasn't it, Steve?
Yeah, I think so.
To drive compressed air, to drive the power drills and machines that they were using here. So it keeps going this. I might be in a bit of an upper level here, I don't know. But we'll have a look. We'll keep going. It opens up quite tall here, really. You can say. Well, this was one very tall vein, was there?
Yes.
Are there flats at the top?
There's not anything there.
Nothing there.
No.
You can see the purpose of these stone arches, how they hold a lot of the material that keeps running in from the stopes above. That's the actual purpose of stone arches, protecting the level from running in. The actual craftsmanship who made them must have been very laborious. Right. A nice long level here. Keeps wading around. side branch there, but it goes straight ahead.
On the map there's two parallel ones that meet up. We thought that was it, but
Wow. A bit of a wedge, maybe it was used as a survey mark. We have quite a bit of water running. It's got this cave looked about it, and the vein goes up quite a way. That's the back of it, that's the way we came, and that's where we're going in. We are coming under some collapses here. Well, the Stope goes quite high in this section. It's just quite nice actually. Yeah. It's got quite a lot of iron stains, or presence of iron in the rock, obviously, judging by the rusty colour. Wow, some calcifications here. Always wonderful to see. And you can see some of the purpose of the timber just supporting a lot of depths above. This timber is definitely rotting away. And we keep going in with water, nice and steady. Again, I've got my Phoenix LR40R. Is an excellent light. It's not fully submergible, but it will stand, you know, showering on it. So just keep that in mind if you get it. It's an excellent torch. It runs with 4 lithium-ion batteries, but it comes with a battery pack, and very easy and fast to charge as well. I would recommend it for those that want a powerful flood and spotlight as well. And I've got my Phoenix head torch as well. We got a little section here that has collapsed, and I think we just kind of go over it really. Yeah?
Yeah, it's also the other side that's fun.
Over and back down into water.
We just pull this out and turn it behind me and terminate it. Yes. Luckily it doesn't last long, so that dodgy can work, but it can't be avoided.
Right deep in water. You are shaking, man.
Yeah. That's fear. Even though I've done this a few times. There we go.
Now that looks rather deep.
It is rather deep.
So I'm going to take my time here. Just a second. With something like this, you just got to make sure. You just got to make sure you have the right equipment basically. You got your wetsuit, and you commit fully to getting wet.
This is why it's wet. Oh, I see it now. There we go.
Okay, it's not too bad. Interesting. Nice and refreshing, because actually I was getting a bit hot in my 5mm suit, so it kind of feels like a relief actually to come into a deep wet area. It soon opens up. It could be worse, could be a sump.
Yep.
I think I'm going to choose to go open over this one, and there we're going to have yet more of the deep water. So not so deep, but a bit deep. I think 5mm was a good choice. I would buy a wetsuit for the long trips in deep water. And it seems to be working well. I'm not cold at all. Well, it's like, do you think this was built after the miners? Because obviously,
I think it's about a month ago.
They wouldn't have had cement back in then, or aggregates. They wouldn't have had aggregates in the miners' days. The aggregates are from the 1900s, mid.
There's a company called Vieille Montagne worked these for zinc in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and they used concrete.
Oh, they worked it for zinc in the 1900s.
Yeah, in the other one it's all formed concrete, but this might be their work as well. So
it would make sense. Yeah, because aggregates are something that came much later than the 1800s. Yeah.
Complete with wood.
What do they call them?
Arch formers.
Arch formers. So
here's an arch former still in place.
we're talking about the arch formers. Basically,
Technology not changed since Roman times.
the
Romans would use
when they were building the stone arches, they had to place an arch former, which is basically a metal ring with wooden planks to support the initial stages of the building of the stone arches above it. Oh, it's pretty cool. There's an arch former. So that's basically, you can kind of picture the technique they use. They put the arch former first, and then they start laying the stones over it, and eventually obviously they remove the arch formers, but in this case it's still left in place. Away from nice lovely stone level, a bit smaller than the ones we've seen.
There was a right branch here, but we went down one of these right branches. They just went to sumps, and because there's rotten timbers underneath the water, it filled the whole place full of hydrogen sulfide, and we had to get out quick. So,
oh my God!
These right branches.
You've had a hydrogen sulfide emergency. Why does it build hydrogen sulfide? You said.
Sorry?
When does it build hydrogen sulfide?
Rotten timbers under the water.
Yeah.
And it just releases the gas.
So you step on the timbers, it releases the gas.
Smell rotten eggs.
And smells like rotten eggs. So it's just one of the many dangers of abandoned mines. One of the many gases that could kill you. So Steve was saying that it's quite a unique feature in this mine here.
Yeah, the usual feature in this mine is they've actually used house bricks as part of the village. I'm sure they're built for this purpose, but yeah, it's traditional.
Part of the house bricks, yeah. And this obviously would have been from the early 1900s operations to mine this mine for zinc. So we're beginning to see some rails here. It's always a nice feature. Whenever you see rails in a mine, it's absolutely gorgeous. It just reminds you that these levels, they had mine carts running up and down. These tram levels, mine carts loaded with ore. What was pulling the mine carts back in them days? Would have had horses here, would they?
Horses, yeah.
Horses.
Then,
trotting along here, pulling the carts.
little trucks afterwards.
Interesting feature here in this mine. Over the top of the roof here, of the level. This is like a white classification. I'm not sure what it is. It could be some sort of fungus. Not sure. Just some actual calcium that's seeping through the rocks. Just going on and on. And you can see we still have the rails here. The piping here as well. Compressed air piping. We're coming into a level with quite a lot of shale. You have presence of sulfur, judging by the yellow colours in here. Wow, that's pretty nice. This.
I really like my complex on the blade. And as you see, it's transferred along here. And it's Stope, which you can climb, and it goes into that hole there.
All right.
You see the vein.
So which way do you climb it? Up there?
Yeah, you climb up there. Rather dodgy.
You see, we're not doing this today.
Nah, we looked at that hole. I've never got up there.
Okay.
There you go.
There's always something to explore for another day. Whenever you've seen it all down the mine, you know. What is the black? Is it zinc normally?
It's the presence of zinc. It's not zinc itself, but it's usually associated with the presence of zinc, I believe.
So the black staining, as we've seen in many of the mines, is always related to mineral presence of the zinc. The white is calcium and the red is iron oxide, most likely. Again, we have rails here, really lovely rails. And some really pretty formations here, really, as you can see. Very delicate. Wow, so we have a lot of iron and zinc stained, like kind of mud formations here, really. So a lot of colour. Wow, this is really pretty, this.
The iron being leached out.
This is the iron, obviously. and zinc. Some really cool pools as well, like our pools, you could call them. Wow. We got twin formations. This one is about 12 inches and this is about 20 inches. Really fine. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous, this. Right. It's actually so cool how these formations are made.
And then another formation, and Antonio's there giving us some sort of scale. Usually the water runs through the middle of it, but sometimes I think what's happened here, the front's dropped off, so you can see the core of it. It goes through the formation now.
Again here, more formations, some short calcite straws everywhere. Some of the softer iron calcite formations. Wow.
And there's another one looks like it's from an alien planet.
It is, it's alien life here.
Sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're soft, so I'm not going to try.
Yeah, it's best not to touch them, is it? I mean,
stalagmites along here as well. Sorry, stalactites. Tights go down,
tights
mites go up.
go down, mites go up.
There we go.